When it comes to Peaky Blinders intelligence, there is only one person who can take the top spot. That is Tommy Shelby. Want to know how Thomas Shelby keeps his mind sharp? Then keep watching this video till the end. Tommy, the group's leader and the man behind all the plans and business ideas, has a reason for everything he does. He may enjoy being violent, but he makes every effort to ensure that when fighting occurs, it is done correctly. Tommy is constantly devising schemes and plans to expand his business, whether it is selling alcohol or dominating horse racing. He even entered politics, working alongside Winston Churchill to demonstrate his intelligence once and for all. Thomas Shelby has DWRI intelligence. Thomas Shelby's mind is pretty admirable and one of his best qualities. Having DWRI intelligence means being able to develop all types of intelligence, including your genetic heritage, interests, and life experiences, resulting in global intelligence rather than just directed intelligence with no variable cognitive. As is well known, there are two kinds of intelligence, logical and cognitive, which, while working in tandem, are distinct realities. DWRI intelligence is hereditary, manifesting itself as early as embryonic development, and is responsible for the imagination's understanding of our surroundings, the formations of personality, and the state of intelligence. People with DWRI intelligence are more thoughtful and balanced, and even when fully aware of their abilities, they remain humble and do not succumb to egocentric and narcissistic calls. These characteristics stem primarily from the belief that being more humble has more benefits, including for the individuals. Another characteristic shared by these peoples is a strong capacity for emotional control while maintaining the ability to socialize. Individuals with IQs above the 99th percentile and DWRI intelligence are more likely to succeed professionally and personally, not just by mastering logic, but also by their ability to socialize and reinforce social ramifications that will impede progress in the career and academic environment. His coldness isn't entirely cold. On the contrary, he is quite emotional. He is in fact extremely rational and has the ability to manipulate his limbic systems via his prefrontal cortex. The word transformed him in the show, but in reality, his personality and intelligence managed to create strong engrams of memories, whose experience defines him as a personality who is fixated on well-marked memories. It is clear that he senses people and their intentions, even if we believe he failed to anticipate such a situation. We must remember that he is human, and his limbic system or emotional region will not fail to intervene. Furthermore, stress-related fatigue from too much troubles puts you in a mental economy that prevents you from examining the facts coldly. Because we are not machines, this is completely normal. Because of the economy's overabundance of negative events, situations in which mistrust is revealed are not always investigated. It must be understood that in this case, who is highly emotional, negative points remain extreme, and the rational side attempts to balance. This is well expressed in his feelings for his deceased wife as if she were one of a kind and irreplaceable. This is also mirrored in the older brother, aunt, or child, so it's not coldness but rather control. Even in a chaotic situation, he always seeks the best reflection. This is an extremely intelligent and difficult act, but it's not difficult for DWRI employees. It's second nature to them. There's also the perfectionism in how he looks after the company, his family, his clothes, everything down to the smallest detail. It is an effective precipitation mechanism for anticipating and preventing the escalations of problems. It is common for gifted people to foresee future possibilities. Controlling his emotions also includes his body language. He always appears to be relaxed and in good health, with good posture. It is the recognition that expressions cling to cognitions and leave distinct impressions. This is done intelligently, and it is natural in DWRI, as is typical of well-developed cognition. Being a leader without appearing to be a boss, and thus conquering people, creating a bond of dependence, approval, admirations, among others. To conquer people and have fewer enemies is natural in DWRI people. There are many other behaviors that define you as a DWRI person, such as your willingness to read, learn, know all sectors, and most importantly, not judge. What are Thomas Shelby's other good traits? He is decisive and blunt. Tommy decides what to do when there is a problem. There is no more iconic scene than him telling his groomsmen not to fight and to stay in their lane. He makes the decisions and he never backs down from them. He sticks to his guns and lives with the consequences of his decision. Furthermore, he is always the one making decisions, even for the entire family. He considers and decides. Beyond that, there isn't much leeway, and Thomas will be the first to tell you that. He is a straightforward guy, even when it comes to informing his entire family that they're about to be arrested. He is reliable and trustworthy. If there is one quality that is crucial in the business of crime dynasties, it is dependability. There is lying, cheating, betrayal, and death, and it's difficult to know who to trust and who to avoid. Fans and his family always know Tommy will be there when it counts. He is not without blame for telling some lies, but he keeps his promises and shows up when it counts. The Shelby family can rely on him, even if his methods differ from what they expected. Tommy is completely dependable, which is a fantastic quality. He is ambitious. While many of his characteristics help him to be the leader that he is, it deserves its own discussion. Thomas grew the Shelby family from a small street gang to a massive corporation that spans the globe. He's gotten involved in politics, and everyone knows his name, no matter who they are. If there's one thing that fans can't help but admire, it's Tommy's determination. He never settles for okay, and he is always thinking about how his company can grow even more. Thomas's ambition is out of this world, and it is both admirable and impressive. He is confident and courageous. If anyone thinks they can do something, they should look to Thomas Shelby for inspiration. When John and Arthur are brave, they are also rash. That is not Tommy in the least. Rather, he possesses courage but lacks the judgment to know when to act. His assurance is justified because all fans know Tommy is almost always correct. While Tommy is his own harshest critic, he also knows when to stick to his guns and be confident in his decisions. There's a reason he makes the decisions in the Shelby household, and he is not afraid to do so. Thomas has many flaws, but no one can take away his bravery. After Thomas Shelby, which Peaky Blinders character are the most intelligent? Polly Gray. Polly Gray is deceptively intelligent, and this is revealed more as the show progresses. Polly's functions is initially unclear. She has some psychic abilities that allows her to see people's future, but that isn't all she has to offer. Polly is critical to Peaky Blinders' development and business growth. She is constantly assisting Tommy in devising new plans, and she does so in a very sneaky manner. Because Polly is so astute, she frequently gets the better of her adversaries without them even realizing until it's too late. Alfie Solomons. Although he is not an official member of the Peaky Blinders, Alfie Solomons is called upon numerous times throughout the series to assist Tommy Shelby. They may have been enemies at one point, but they quickly realize that they are stronger together. Solomons and Tommy are similar in that they want to carefully consider every action before taking it. The character, expertly played by Tom Hardy, quickly became a fan favorite of the series as he demonstrated his willingness to get his hands dirty, but only when it suits him. Michael Gray. Michael Gray enters the Peaky Blinders world later than most of the characters on this list, but he quickly rises to prominence. Early on, Michael essentially becomes Tommy's apprentice, learning from the family patriarch and attempting to emulate him. This leads to Michael attempting to defy Tommy and strike out on his own. However, he demonstrates his inexperience by making a costly mistake while in America, putting his future in jeopardy and demonstrating that he isn't quite as smart as his master just yet. Aberama Gold. Aidan Gillen is a fantastic actor who always plays very intelligent characters, as evidenced by his role in Game of Thrones. Aberama Gold, his characters in Peaky Blinders, is no exception, as he is another very intelligent character in the series. Aberama is called upon by the Peaky Blinders when necessary and is not someone you want to mess with. He is similar to Tommy in that he likes to think through all of his attacks to ensure that they make sense, always trying to stay one step ahead of his enemies. And that's all for today's video. Do let us know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Want to know more things about Peaky Blinders or Thomas Shelby? Please subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content and latest updates. See you in the next one.